And then when he don't want to ride no more, like when he sees your ugly face at the boat, anybody got a flounder stretcher on board?
I got one.
All right, this is gonna be the last cast with topwater for a while. I've given it a very fair shake. So I'm gonna make one more cast. This is a very good spot. Doesn't look like it's going to. So we're gonna go to a subsurface. I'm gonna try a 3-inch gulp shrimp, very light hook. We do got like a deeper cut right here in the flat. So let's just try that cut, see what happens. All right, just got this nice flounder jigging the bottom. Didn't have time to turn my camera on. They come off the hook so easy that I have a priority to get them in. Plus, we love eating these things. So let's see if we can get another one. That's what I'm using right here. Just what they call the natural color. 3-inch gulp shrimp. Got my little pinch weight I cut in half to use on the bottom. And it works. Let's see if we can get another one. Little fish just jumped right there. But what I've got here is I've got a trough that's about maybe 4 to 5 foot deep that heads out into the flats. And I'm actually anchored now right on the edge. So I can cast, I love anchoring on the edge, and that way I can cast in the trough, I can cast on the side where it slopes down, which is normally your real good spot, or I can cast on the flats if I wanted to. Actually, I just see a fish right there, so that's good. Maybe we should drift some more.
I copy. You copy this?
Just making sure.
There we go. Probably no flounder.
How about you?
Feels good. If it is a flounder, it's a good one. I might need to net this one. Feels like a good fish. Yep, it's a nice flounder. Got him. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, he's probably barely legal, but I think he's going to make it. Anybody got a flounder stretcher on board?
I got one.
I got a 13.5 incher that needs some stretching. Be a nice trout here. No, it's another flounder. Wow. Oh, boy. Wow, that flounder came out of the water like it was a trout. There he is. Another flounder. Oh. Oh, yeah. But when you feel a flounder hit, it's kind of funny. Sometimes they'll bang, they'll peck it really sharp, and 9 times out of 10 what I found, if they bang, they hit it real sharp and you set the hook, he's not there. That's almost like a kill shot they do. But when a flounder eats, like he actually eats, he grabs it and he sits down and set the hook hard. Another misconception about first of all, they got hard mouths, they got tough mouths, they can handle it, set the hook hard. But the other thing is, a flounder will grab that lure so hard, so tightly, that if you don't set the hook super hard, you'll just be dragging him in, and he's just hanging on for the ride. The hook point is actually not penetrated his mouth. He's just hanging on for the ride. So you got to set that hook super hard so that it breaks his grip of the body of the lure so that you can actually get that hook point in him. If you have a bunch of your flounders spitting the hook right at the boat, that's why. He's just hanging on for the ride, and then when he don't want to ride no more, like when he sees your ugly face at the boat, he's gonna let go. So if that's happening, you are not setting the hook hard enough. All right, we're catching trout every cast now. Just got one in the cooler. Let's see if we can get another nice sized trout. The tide's going out, And so the flats around this deeper hole are getting increasingly shallow. There's a fish. So my thought is eventually a redfish should come in here. But right now the trout are definitely on fire. There he is. There. Oh yeah, another trout. Right there is good. Yeah, right there. I'm catching them right, pretty much right between me and you.
I don't want to crowd you.
No, you're good. Right there is great. There you go.
You're right.
Yes, sir.
Got a little weight to them.
They got some fight in them today for sure. Yeah, it is a nice one.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey. It's the Jim and Matt show.
Spin me, yep.
Spin me around. All right, hold them up one more time. There you go.
My fat fingers out of the way.
Nice. There you go.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
My fat finger 'em.
Boom.
No, that's okay.
All right. Finally felt we got a bigger fish on the cut bait. I don't know what this is, but it feels good. Oh yeah. Good fish on here. That's a nice trout. There's a pile of trout out in front of me. If you anchor up right on this side, cast out there, you'll get them. Okay. Yeah, it's better fish. Staying down, whatever it is. Could be a red. Nope.
Nice trout.
Woo! Lucky me, dude. That lure came out of his mouth and nailed me in the hand so hard it hurt, but the hooks didn't go in. I think I got a good one on here. Oh, beep. Dang it. That was a good one. I was trying to keep him down to keep him from shaking off the hook. But he shook off the hook. Fishing a nice flat now. The water depth is good. Got about 2 feet of water. Looking good. We got a beautiful flat with some sandy potholes and stuff. I just caught about a 17-inch trout, nice fat trout. So what I'm looking for is a redfish now. I only need one more trout for my limit to have my 5/15. But and I've caught a small red, and I've caught flounder, so I've got my slam, but I want a redfish I can take home and blacken. Yeah, baby, come on. Oh, he's storming me. I hate when they do that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice. Nice. I don't know if he's huge, but he might be good. Ooh, he's pulling hard. All right, come on, baby. Come on. Ah, there we go. Definitely nothing wrong with that one. There we go. Nice redfish. So here's the bait buster made by DOA Lures I just caught that redfish on. It's got a neat feature. When you catch a fish on it, the body slides up the hook, which actually prevents you from tearing the bodies. So I just pull, well, actually a couple things. This is what the hooks looks like. This little straw, you want to go up and over the bend, and the straw sits just like that. Then you pull the main line, it goes back in the body cavity. just like that, and now it's perfectly rigged. There's a weight on the bottom, perfect little finger mullet presentation. Then I like taking some Pro-Cure and slapping that up on there, and in that body cavity I can shoot some Pro-Cure and scent up in there a little bit too. And there we go. That's the DOA bait buster. That's why I just caught that redfish on. Another good red. Another good red on the bait buster. Got the second red on right now on the bait buster. Whew, strong. Strong fish. Uh-oh, I got another fish on this other rod too. Come on, red, get in the net. I got another fish on this rod too. Is this another red? Or is it a trout? What is it? Oh, it's a catfish. Dang it. Sometimes on these real high tides, you can get up in some areas that you never got before. Here's a big old piece of styrofoam just floated here. It's just sitting here that I'm gonna pick up and take to shore. And here's a nice little actual boat bumper that I can keep and use. But with these really high tides like this, you can get up in areas you normally can't get, and you find stuff that's kind of floated up there and can get you some free stuff and also help clean up the environment. All right, treasure number one. Nice little boat bumper there. So I'll take that home, and then this big old styrofoam dealio, I guess I'm gonna put in the very, I'll put it in the very front of the boat. A couple little spiders and things.